Hey everybody, the Johnny Cage here. Welcome back to the finale of Mega Man 4. Here we go. We got this whole room full of treasures for us to grab. Let's see, do I need any upgrades, anything at all? No, I think we're good. This drop, I hate this drop, because it doesn't see, no matter where you fall, these stupid jetpack things will get you no matter what. Kind of a cheap hit there, game, but they do give you the energy back right there. And if you need more, that's more enemy power, energy, if you need it. Otherwise, maybe these guys will drop some, and if not, well, then there's a big one down here for you to grab. And that takes us right to, well, maybe where I should have left off last time. Takes us right to the teleporter, for that's right, the boss gauntlet. In every Mega Man, there's been a boss gauntlet, and this one is no exception. This one has to have an overly dramatic fall through a giant pit first. And here we go. So let's start off this top left. We'll go after Drill Man first, just because I don't like Drill Man. Drill Man is normally the hardest robot master for me to fight, so we might as well start with him since we got full health. And I know where most of them are here, so we'll just take it as we need to. You know, if I'm low on health, I might go for an easier one. Oh wow, he's just jumping. Huh? Yes, keep doing that. Nice. Oh wow. Not often do I get stuck in a jumping loop right like that, but turns out he just felt like jumping. All right, and boom. Gotcha in midair. Power fell right down on me. Nice. Alright, well, I was kind of worried about who to take on next, because I figured I wouldn't be at full health again, but let's go take on Bright Man here real quick, who, of course, is susceptible to the Toad Rain attack. Just don't let him hit you. He is the guy, he's like the sumo wrestler of Robot Masters. If he jumps on you, he'll knock off about a good quarter of your health. Boom! As he did there. Gosh, I hate that. This seems so cheap from a programming point of view, too, to just have a boss that jumps on you, and that's how they do most of their damage. I mean, come on. Where's the creativity? Anyhow, well, at least we made it out with having to use an E-Tank. That's a plus. We got 7 E-Tanks, too. We're in good shape. Oh, yeah. 8 lives. Not like I'm gonna need any of those. Well, I did lose to the Mega Dustman stage, I suppose, but oh well. On to Dive Man with this gigantic sprite. He's like, I'm gonna torpedo at you, buddy! And you're like, no. Kind of reminds me of that Raiden attack. That or whatever he says. I really don't know. No, never. Super Nintendo. I don't have to say anything. So, same strategy as before. Dive Man, normally one of the easier ones, one of the guys I can normally beat without taking a hit, so always good to keep in reserve for when you need a guy just to draw in some life energy off of. I think we can take on Skullman now. Skullman is just kind of a knockdown, drag-out kind of a fight as it is. So just shoot at him, and hopefully you'll kill him before he kills you. Well, you'll probably kill him before he kills you. He's not that strong, he just doesn't have much of a pattern to him. He kind of just like runs at you, and he'll shoot at you, and it's very hard to dodge those shots. He shoots them so quickly, and you can't just do the mega slide underneath him. So, gotta do what you gotta do there. Let's see, life pretty good. Let's take on Toadman. We might want to have saved him for a later time, maybe get some energy, but we got the drill power. So let's see how quickly the drill power can take him out. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Nice amounts of damage there, though. But he doesn't really have the same pattern as when you fight him with the Mega Buster, though. It looked the same, but it just feels kind of off when you play him that way. I don't know, maybe just because I'm so used to fighting him with the Mega Buster. And I probably would have if I wasn't doing this for LP purposes. But, show you guys a little something different, I suppose. Take on the glorious Dustman! Still doesn't know what he's doing here. And I'm still, having trouble avoiding his shots. Jeez. Oh, come on. It's not that hard. All you gotta do is jump straight up in the air. Oh, jeez. Really overcomplicating it. Alright, well there we go. That could have been a lot worse. But we're not at full health. We got Ringman and Pharaoh Man left. I think I'm gonna take on Pharaoh Man, because I'm pretty sure I can beat him without taking a hit. Let's see how this goes. Although you're not fighting him in the same... Like, the way the stage is set up, when you fight him in his actual stage, he's a lot easier to face, I think, than here, because... I don't know, it's just something about, like, the steps that are in there. Here, you kind of have to, I don't know. It's weird. It's hard to explain. But, here it's hard to get him kind of, like, set up where he's on the ground, and you can just take shots at him. Most of the time in here, I have to fight him with him in midair. Haha! Take that, though. Look how you can slow down your shot and just jump over it. That's very nice. But sometimes you have to fight that guy in midair. Kind of annoying. Well, pretty annoying, actually. But, all's well that ends well. So let's go full power, take on Ringman. Should not be a problem. Hopefully we do not use up too much of the Pharaoh Man energy. And there's a reason for that. because we're actually going to be using the Pharaoh Man energy against the final form of Dr. Wily. But more on that when we get there. So this is pretty good. I don't know why, this guy's got a pretty easy pattern. Like, you just need to jump at the right times, like they're supposed to jump over him, but I don't know. I overcomplicate things all the time. Overcomplication is going to be the theme for this last episode, I think. I don't know. Alright, so there we go. We figured out how to take out all 8 Robot Masters, and here comes Dr. Wily and his big old skull ship, levitating platform. And guess what? He's firing his laser! That's right, there he goes! So, for this first form, ridiculously easy. Just get right up next to it. But so you still have room to shoot at him without getting hit. And he'll fire 3 shots in a row, and then he gives you an opening to hit him, so just hit him with fully charged Mega Buster. Really simple stuff. It's the form after this that we're gonna have a hell of a time with, and I hope you saved up your E-Tanks, because if this is your first time going through it, you're probably going to go through 3 or 4 of them. So, best of luck. Hardest Wily form of the Classic 6 games, as far as I'm concerned, right here. He just pelts you with these giant pink orbs, and sometimes it gets really close to you with that ship. And now what you gotta do is charge up. Only the Mega Buster at full strength will work. And you've got to fire at the height of your jump, and you'll hit that little blue ball right on top, and as you can see, already I need to resort to using an E-Tank. This is just, the timing has to be so perfect. I've seen people do this using the drill bit before, but I've tried it myself on a few occasions. I've never gotten it to work. I don't know if they were doing it tool-assisted or something like that, but I've never gotten it to work. If someone could explain it to me if they've done that, then please do. But this is the only way that I've ever known to beat him, and it takes some practice. The very first time I fought this guy, I think I just ran out of E-Tanks and had to completely reset my game. Or I did probably just rage quit it, I don't know. One of the two. I do that with games sometimes. I'll just go back to them later on. Sometimes you just need to take a break, clear your head, especially with a Mega Man game, because they're really not that long of a game, and you can get passwords. Although with passwords you don't save your E-Tanks, which kind of sucks. But man, this is just brutal. And actually, this is honestly probably par for the course, if not a little bit better than how I usually do against him. Just so you're aware of that. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna get another shot in. Alright, down to 1, but I'm just gonna use an E-Tank just to be on the safe side, because this is too close for comfort right now. Come on. No, that's not gonna do it. Like I said, it has to be fully charged. Boom! There he goes. I don't know if that last shot has to hit. It makes me wonder if you get it close, if it takes off 1 bar of his health. Because I've had it on a few occasions where it looked like the final shot, it didn't directly hit the blue ball, but it still did damage to him. I don't know. I haven't really checked his power bar enough during that fight to be able to observe that or not, but maybe you guys noticed. I'm not sure. So anyhow, as you probably suspected if you played a Mega Man game before, that's not the end of it. Oh no, there is another skull stage, but the other skull stage is always something very easy, very short. And they start you in a room with no treasure this time. Very disappointing. It looks like a room that should be full of treasure, right? I don't know. Another overly dramatic fall. And we got caterpillars. And oh yes, awesome. Oh, that is definitely what I wanted. Okay, you want to have close to, if not full Pharaoh Man power to beat him in his final form. Pharaoh Man or Ring Man are the only 2 that work, from what I recall, for what I've used in the past at least. And I like Pharaoh Man a lot more because the shot hovers above his head when you charge it. So that part can suck, because sometimes you have to go back and forth killing caterpillars and grinding that energy off of them. But luckily, it worked out this time, so this is what's going to happen. This blue ball of energy will form and it'll fire a shot at you, and quickly Dr. Wily will blink on the screen. And I just bide my time here. You can fire the shot, and the shot does fire in 8 directions, by the way. But I just kind of jump up in the air and wait. Oh, damn, that didn't get him. And wait for that ball of energy to hit him. If he goes underneath you, as you've seen, he's done that a few times, you can't hit him at all, so you just have to deal with it. Oh, damn, I can't believe I missed. Oh well. But, this is gonna be maybe a little close here. I might have to use Ring Man. Oh, ooh, well, I know what I'm gonna have to use now is an energy tank. Jeez. Alright, well, most of the time I don't have to use an energy tank here, but, that's how it goes sometimes. Alright, back on to Pharaoh Man. Let's see, power versus Pharaoh Man's power. I don't know. This is gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tricky one. Oh, yes, got him with that. Okay, good. He does, even though he blinks, he does stay in that place for probably 2 or 3 seconds, just so you're aware of that. So if you see him, and you have to just, like, wait to line up your shot, you might still have a chance. Oh, I can't believe I didn't get him there, though. Come on, you Dr. Wily scum. Oh! Nice! Awesome! Sometimes he just appears right above your head, and it works out really well. Oh, that's right. Bow down, Dr. Wily. I know you're not sincere, though. Watch this. You're probably gonna make an escape or something now. Aren't ya? Aren't ya? Yeah, you would. You eyebrow-raising bastard. Danger! Uh-oh. He's gonna blow the place. We gotta get out of here, Mega Man! Let's rock! Damn you, Wily. You stupid, evil scientist. Making your escape in your little escape pod. It's been terribly battle damaged. Look at that. Cloud of smoke. Gotta get your emissions checked. Anyhow, we get this awesome explosion, though, of his, I don't know, fortress. Mega Man with a good escape, and then, boom, we get this awesome skull explosion. I love that. I love that every time I see it. And it's one of the coolest things in probably any of the classic Mega Man games. And there we go. Ride in the train, back home. I'm guessing this whole thing was set in Russia. I don't know, that's just my guess. Dr. Cossack, the surroundings, looks Russian. I don't know. But as you can see, Mega Man has lost all that blue dye out of his hair. Oh well, it must have been one of those, just like spray it in and it comes out in the shower type of things. Oh well, it was cool while it lasted, right? I'm sure you get pretty sweaty underneath that helmet. Which kind of reminds me of the Americanization of certain characters. In particular, Titus from Final Fantasy X. There's that one scene pretty early on when you get to Kilika with Yuna, and she does the massive sending of all the people that have died from Sin's whatever attack visit there. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And there's a scene where you see, like, over Yuna's shoulder, you see Titus, and you see his eyes, and he has blue eyes throughout the entire game, but just in that one scene, and I think it's only that one, he's got, like, dark, kind of brown eyes, blackish eyes, and it makes him look really Asian. And I'm like, wow, so that's what he must look like in the Japanese version, I would assume, and then they just gave him blue eyes for the American and European release, probably? I don't know, but he looked totally Asian there. He looked actually more like he probably should, because sometimes those blue eyes really threw me off, just look kind of creepy almost. I don't know. That's just me. Still an amazing game, just like Mega Man 4, an awesome game, as we get our train ride back, the clouds, the trees, all these awesome names. I love how the programmers and designers, they just get to put in whatever name they want. That's awesome of Capcom. And we're greeted by Russian Roll, and we've done it apparently on the train tracks. Not at a station, just on the train tracks. Oh man, well that's gonna do it for Mega Man 4, guys. We've beaten it. One of the probably not so highly looked upon Mega Man games. What can you say about it? Well, it came out in Japan at the end of '91, it came out in America in January of '92, the Super Nintendo had just come out in America like 4 months previous, so everyone was moving on to the Super Nintendo at this point, and not many people were still buying the NES games. This is when NES games started to get a bit more sought after. Actually, Mega Man 4 is actually one of the cheaper ones you can get, but Mega Man 5, on the other hand, well, we'll talk about that in a second, but Mega Man 4, still a pretty good game. It feels a little uninspired. I think that Dustman might as well sum up the entire game. It's just, what were you guys thinking? Come on, look at him. There he is. There's a shrugging. Like, what were you thinking? But, I mean, it's still a solid Mega Man title. It's still enjoyable. It just is it's not a Mega Man 2 or 3, and that's another thing. It was coming off the heels of 2 games that set the standard in action platforming for the NES, and it's really hard to follow that up. So, but, next up, guys, I think I am going to play Mega Man 5. I'm going to go right to Mega Man 5 and 6. I hope I don't completely Mega Man you guys out, but I love these games, and I was kind of playing 4 just so I could get to 5 and play them in order, because when I want to pick up and play a Mega Man game now, I always pick up 5. It's the one that I think if I would have had that when it first came out, it would have been a really close tie between 2 and 5 as my favorite Mega Man game, but because of the nostalgia, and the music too, I still prefer the music in 2 more, I gotta go with 5, so next time you guys see me, well, I might be doing some other stuff in between, but soon enough, we're gonna start up Mega Man 5. This has been the Johnny Cage. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, I really, really appreciate it. Please subscribe, like, and comment if you have not, and I will talk to all of you guys tomorrow.